Good afternoon, my name is Amber. I'm a flower farmer florist from Blooms on the Hill. I'm also a chicken chaser. It's gone around the corner now. I spend all my time chasing these Rhode Island red chickens. Hang on. Go back, go back, go back. Come on. No. They're super speedy. They're trapped in a corner now. Escape artists. There we go. There we go. There we go. Run away. Okay, I'm in the shed. In the fridge. The shed in the fridge. Full of beer. Ignore that. I've got my tulip bulbs in here. They've been in here, nearly 7 weeks. So it's tulip planting time. And I've got my bed ready. And because we don't get a heap of like super cold weather, it's good to put the tulip bulbs in the fridge. Okay, so about 5-6 weeks. These have been a bit longer just because I hadn't got around to clearing beds, because the bed I'm going to put them in did have zinnias in it, so I've cleared out the last of those. So this is where we keep all of our random jars of mustard. No, all the medicine for the animals. So I took over this space for my tulip bulbs. Also got my husband's beer in here. Ignore that. And what you should do when they're in the fridge is make sure they get some air. So I opened up packets. These plastic ones have got holes in them. And you should also, if they're in the fridge, open up the door for them, say about 30 seconds every day. So I've been counting on my husband drinking beer every night and saying, can you please talk to my tulip bulbs every time you go to get a beer after work. Right, it's about 4 o'clock, so it is getting late in the afternoon and I will run out of daylight soon. But this is the bed. It's quite wide, actually probably a bit wide, but this had zinnias in it. So I've cleared this for tulips. I've got about, I think, 250 bulbs, I think a bit more than that, but they won't take up all that space, but at least I've got that to start with. Today I've been pretty busy. I planted out some coriander, planted out a bit more stock. There's got to be more weeding done, but a few more stock seedlings here. So I've been busy today doing lots of things, and my first job this morning in the rain was clearing this bed out here. So I've just got a few tulip bulbs to start with and just see how we go, because I am going to run out of daylight. I'm going to go with dig a wide flat trench and just line up my tulip bulbs. You need to plant them 3 times as deep as they are high. I think the daffodils were the same actually. So, and then you can put them together like really close, like eggs in a carton. I might just give them a little bit more wiggle room than that, but that does encourage them to grow up nice and tall. So I'm going to go get my hoe and dig a trench, at least the start of one. I've just dug a little bit of a trench to start with, and that's going to hold a lot more than just that. So I might go over the shed and get a few more, but I'm not going to overdo it today because I am running out of daylight. So we'll have to finish this tomorrow if it's not raining. And that's the first handful of bags. The bulbs popped in there, so I'll go and get some more. Got a bit more space. And I've just gone and grabbed some more. So what I've planted so far, look, these are just ones that I've grabbed from the hardware, just because I happen to be there and they happen to be there, as you do. So these are Barcelona, Pink Impression, and then I've got Foxtrot, some of those, and this Lanka, which is a white one. Most of my bulbs I've gone for pinks and whites, so I did do a big order online, but there's a couple of, there's some colour ones, but yeah, mostly pinks and whites, because I'm just thinking weddings more than anything, and because I haven't gone crazy with the bulbs, because they are dear, they are a one and done, so you just get that one flower, and I just don't know how many I'm going to need, so it's a bit of an experiment. I didn't do tulips last season, so yeah, we haven't gone overboard. No, I haven't crammed them in. I've put them about the width of a bulb apart, okay? So it gives them a little bit of wriggle room, but they're still fairly close. Okay, I've made my trench a bit bigger again. I'm going to put in some more. I've got these lemon delicious from the seed collection. So they're a nice pale yellow, like a really nice lemon colour. There's 20 of those, and I've got Paul Schreier, don't know how to pronounce it. Same from the seed collection. So they're a nice, really dark burgundy, almost blacky, purpley burgundy, like really dark one. I've got some bonus bulbs. So I ordered my main lot from Van Diemen's bulbs in Tasmania. So I got a coconut ice mix. So it's white and pink ones, different white and pink ones. Some of the white ones were frilly at the top, like sort of tiny little frills. So there's a blend in there. These bonus ones were Jan Van Ness or Jan. Anyway, I can't pronounce it. So they're like a bright gold yellow. There's 11 of those, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to put those in. The 200 of the coconut ice blend, I don't think I'm going to get time to do today. I do want to go and check what my cows are doing. They've just been given a bale of hay, but there's a bit of mooing going on. So I might have to check if they're all in where they're supposed to be. And it's starting to get a bit dark, so I'll do this and then I'll do that. Now, I didn't mention it, but to put them in, there is a very distinctive flat bottom end and a pointy end with a tulip bulb. Obviously the pointy end goes up. Once again, don't get it wrong, upside down flowers are terrible. That's a really satisfying sight. And so there'll be another 200 lined up, which would take up this area, I'm assuming, but I'm going to cover these over now and leave, well, I'll leave part of the trench exposed so I know where to start off tomorrow. But that's good. This will look even better in spring when it's all blooming. I've been very carefully covering those over with soil and leaving a little bit of a gap. You sort of can't really see, but where I'm going to put the next ones in. Oh, Rainbow, off you go. I've come up to check my cows. I was worried that someone might be out, but no one's out. They were just having a kerfuffle over the fact that there'd been hay left for them. And these ones are eating the hay. And the other ones are all drifting back across the paddock, across that way. They're all heading over there. But it's a really lovely end to the day. Right, good morning. It's Monday. There's some dahlias left. There's some stems there that are okay to pick for today for normal bouquet run to the post office. I'd say this would have to be the last week. It's Mother's Day this weekend. I don't think I'll make it to Mother's Day because these are just ready to be picked now, so might as well whip them down there. So I'm going to do that this morning and give my dog some water. She's pulled her bucket over with her chain. And then I'm going to do some homeschool stuff, maths day, and I've got the bulbs, tulip bulbs. So we'll finish doing, there's about 200 of those coconut ice blend to do. And then I ordered some more last night. So they'll come probably over the next week or so from Van Diemen's bulbs. I got those. So I decided to get a few more colours. I've got a beautiful orange balloon, it's called, beautiful burnt orange colour. I got one called Crossfire, which is orange with yellow on the edges, and a mix. I got 100 mixed ones, so whatever they turn it to be. So if it's an array of colours, that would be really good. And then I also got a beautiful ruby red one, so that will be nice. So I just thought it might be wise to have some that aren't wedding colours just for some normal bouquet orders. So that was fun, spending some more money on tulip bulbs. as you do. All right, it's now the afternoon. It's taken me all morning to do bouquets of flowers and milk the cow and all that kind of thing, and I've just had to chase a cow. Well, it's in the neighbours. A cow and a calf is in the neighbours, so I'll have to go back and go and get that out. But I've just put the 200 bulbs that I had left. So up this section, I planted those yesterday. This section, this is 200. Imagine being a bigger flower farmer and planting like thousands of bulbs, because this is quite a painful job. So they're in there. I've got that other order I did last night, so they'll come hopefully soon. I might whack them in the fridge for a little while, but really the bulbs really need to sort of go in now, really. So I'm just going to put a little bit of dirt over these and they're done, and just look forward to spring now. So I have deliberately, with my tulips, gone for ones that are sort of early and mid and hopefully some late spring. But definitely with the daffodils I've done that to make sure that I've got some coming all throughout the spring. So, because it's quite annoying, there is that at the end of spring, there's what they call the hungry gap, when you have very little flowers, which I've just had this season. I had a gap, a real definite gap, and I was waiting for dahlias and cosmos and everything to start. So hopefully I'm getting a bit more on top of that. The biennials should help me with that. And if I've got these later daffs and later tulips, that might spread my flowering season out a little bit, rather than just getting a rush of things and then a pause and then another rush. But we'll see how we go. So this is tulip bulbs. So the other ones will come. You won't need to see me do that. Have a good day. It looks like it's about to rain, and we'll catch up with you again. Bye.